Hello Libra, Sun Rising and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Libra, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Libra, let's get started. All right, so the overall energy for this connection is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, of course, you could very well be resurfacing back up here for someone, or somebody could very well be resurfacing back up here for you. But we'll see what it's more so leaning towards. We are going to focus on you first, and we'll jump over to your person and their energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid. So this could either currently be happening or maybe happening at a later date. Okay, how does Libra currently view this relationship? All right, Libra, so we do have the Two of Cups, we do have the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly a Scorpio, maybe even a Leo or a Taurus or a Cancer or an air sign strongly. So possibly a Gemini, maybe even a Libra like yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case though. But in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it kind of looks like there is somebody resurfacing back up here for you. With that Knight of Wands energy, this could definitely indicate somebody who's very in and out of your life, somebody who has been very inconsistent with you. But it looks like this person wants back in is like the best way that I could describe what it is that I'm seeing here. But with the Page of Wands, so Two of Pentacles, so Seven of Wands coming out here, I feel like the moment this person decides to like wiggle their way back into your life all over again, we don't necessarily see you allowing them to. Is like the best way that I could describe your energy. It kind of looks like, because this person was very inconsistent with you, accepting them back into your life is just not something that you simply want to do, primarily because a lot of you feel like this person's just going to waste your time. Because when you were dealing with this person, it looks like you were giving them and your relationship with them your all, but they were just kind of turning around and giving you like the bare minimum, not being consistent with you, things of that nature. With the Ace of Swords, so Two of Cups, so Wheel of Fortune coming out here, I feel like you are posing a massive challenge to this person that's trying to wiggle their way back into your life all over again. And because you are posing a massive challenge here to this person, it's actually causing this person to become very consistent and very persistent with you. So even though you're rejecting this person and not accepting them back into your life, it kind of looks like they're going to keep trying over and over and over again until you cave in and accept them back into your life all over again. It's basically what I'm getting. So with the Ace of Swords, so Two of Cups, so a Wheel of Fortune, this to me feels like an energy of you deciding to cave in and give this person, your relationship with them, another chance. I feel like the primary reason why you're doing it is because this person's showing you that they're being very consistent and very persistent, you know, with you. So this is kind of why you're caving in and giving this person a second chance, is basically what I'm getting. All right, now let's look at them and their energy. How does this person currently view this relationship? So we do have the Hangman out here. We also have the Magician. And then we also have the Five of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords. I would be shocked if this person doesn't end up getting the Ten of Swords. Not the Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords on their behalf. This is that type of person that has that mentality of, I'm going to get you before you get me type of mentality. Hence why they went about this relationship the way that they went about it. You know what I mean? They just like to get people before people get them, is basically what I'm getting. So before you had the chance and or opportunity to disappoint them, it kind of looks like this person in some way, shape, or form disappointed you. I think that this person's kind of realizing the error in their own ways. I am definitely getting that. This whole mentality of I'm gonna get you before you get me, you know, is not healthy for any relationship. And I think this person's kind of realizing now anyways, the error in their own ways. So whatever it is that this person did on their behalf to self-sabotage things here between the two of you, it was kind of stemming from that place of I'm gonna get you before you get me. Not entirely sure exactly what it is that they did. We do know that they weren't being consistent and or persistent with you. We do kind of know that they were a little hot and cold, wishy-washy, things of that nature. You know, maybe this person, you know, felt the need to not really give you or this dynamic that they share with you, you know, they're all out of fear that, you know, there's going to come a point in time where you're going to turn around and give them the bare minimum, or become very hot and cold with them, you know, things of that nature. But point that I'm making is that this person realized the error in their own ways. And they might even go as far as to tell you that. that they realize where they basically went wrong, and they just want a chance / opportunity to make it right. Okay, let's keep going. How does Libra feel? Okay. We have the Ten of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles, and then we also have the Six of Pentacles out here. Okay. In regards to how you're currently feeling, when this person did whatever it is that they did to self-sabotage things here between the two of you, it definitely did leave you extremely disappointed, especially because this is somebody that you were really, really interested in. This is somebody that you really, really did like. This is also somebody that you did see a whole lot of potential with. So the fact that they did what they did, yeah, it really did, you know, possibly hurt you or leave you extremely disappointed. But I think that you are definitely acknowledging the fact that this person is at least trying to basically make things right, you know, with you. And I think that's something that you really do, you know, appreciate, that this person's recognizing the error in their own ways, and that at least they are trying to essentially make things right here between the two of you. Now, granted, this person may not go as far as to tell you that their whole mentality is, I'm gonna get you before you get me. They may not go as far as to say all of that. I am definitely getting that they probably won't, but I am definitely getting that this person has that type of like Five of Swords like energy. It's that energy of, you know, somebody who thinks that, you know, whoever it is that they come into contact with is going to eventually disappoint them, betray them, or deceive them in some way, shape, or form. So before that person gets a chance and or opportunity to let that person down, betray that person, deceive that person, they're going to make sure they do it first, is basically what I'm getting. How does this person currently feel? Let's see. All right, we do have the King of Wands. We do have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then we also have the Three of Cups out here. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles to the Four of Cups to the Devil out here. Whoever this person is, they're either this way for, though, because there's only two things that come to my mind in regards to why they are the way that they are. And I'm going to be very honest with you, okay? There's a possibility that this person could very well be like this, with this mentality of everybody's out to get me, nobody has my best interest at heart, because of things they personally experienced from other people. Or this could have a lot to do with things that they've actually put other people through. I am definitely getting it's like one or the other. But in regards to how this person's currently feeling, you know, this person comes off to me as somebody who does see a lot of potential with you, Libra. You know, they also view you as somebody who does possess a lot they're essentially looking for within a person. You know, the fact that you're somebody who's very independent, very attractive, you know, you have a lot going for yourself, you know, that's something that they really, really do like about you. I think that this person's biggest concern, though, when it comes down to you is there other people out there that essentially want you too? Like, do they have competition here? Like, are you only speaking to them and only them, or are you out here exploring your options? You know, things of that nature. I just kind of feel like this person just needs to know their place in your life, so that way they know, you know, if they should invest their all into you in this dynamic that the two of you share with one another. Because if you're out here entertaining other people and exploring your options, you know, obviously they're not going to want to, you know, invest all that they have to essentially give into you in this dynamic that the two of you share with one another. Now, with all that being said, here's one thing that I will say, okay? Because they don't necessarily know like their place in your life as of right now, you know, this person feels like they really shouldn't change anything that they currently have going on in their life, and it's stemming from a just in case. Libra's out here dating people, I'm just gonna make sure I have these people, you know, still in my life just in case it goes south. It's like this person's choosing to kind of keep plan B, C, and D, and E in their life, because they don't necessarily know their place in your life, and they don't necessarily know what you're doing on your end and how seriously you're taking them in this dynamic here between the two of you, if that makes absolutely any sense. Again, it's this whole mentality of everybody's out to get me, nobody has my best interests at heart, you know, I mean, I'm gonna get them before they get me type of deal. So because this person more than likely thinks that you're probably out here exploring your options, dating other people, things of that nature, they feel like they should be out here basically doing the same. You know what I mean? Just in case you're out here doing it. You know what I mean? And that's what they honestly think. And the main reason why they think this is because of the way that they look at you. They look at you as somebody who's very attractive, somebody who has a lot going for themselves, somebody who's independent. They basically look at you like you basically possess, everything that any man and or woman would essentially want. So in their head, they think, yeah, you have to be talking to other people. There has to be other people that are pining after you. They can't just be the only one. You know what I mean? And this is what kind of causes them to essentially feel like you're probably not that invested as much as you make it seem like you are, or tell them that you are, is basically what I'm gathering off of this person's energy and how they feel. Okay, now I want to make this very crystal clear. Okay, even though this person has plan B, C, and D, and possibly even E, right, in their life, I don't necessarily feel like these are people that they honestly foresee themselves building or establishing a life with. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that B, C, and D, and E, they might have like one or two things, I guess, that this person's like looking for or something like that within a person. But you, on the other hand, I mean, you have it all. You see what I mean? With you, they can see potential. With these other people, it's like, not really, but fuck it, I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well just keep these people in my life and just talk to them and just kill time. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they look at these other individuals. And like I said, the only reason why they have plan B, C, D, and E in their life is because they think you have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, in your life. It's basically what I'm getting off of them and their energy. What actions will Libra take towards this person? Ooh, we're moving forward. Let me grab the card that fell. 1 second. Okay. So we do have the World. We have the Three of Swords. And then we also have the King of Cups out here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Wands. We have the Devil. We also, that's the thing, is that like you don't really know where you stand in this person's life, and they don't really know where they stand in your life, and it causes the both of you to not feel so safe and secure to fully invest all that you guys have to give into one another, which is kind of making me feel like right now you guys are probably just like dating one another, getting to know one another, things of that nature. Maybe things are not like official just yet between you and this person, but you don't really know where you stand in this person's life, and they don't really know where they stand in yours. Like, I do see you developing a lot of emotions for this person to the point where you do kind of feel like, man, like if this goes south, you know what I mean? This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt, and this is going to suck. You know what I mean? And the thing, what kind of has you like on the fence about all of this has a lot to do with you not necessarily knowing where you stand in this person's life. You don't know if you really should take this relationship that you share with this person seriously, because you don't know if they're out here taking you in this dynamic that the two of you share with one another seriously. So I think it's safe to say, just to kind of clear the air, you want them, they want you. I do believe that even if you do have other options, they are, your main focus / priority right now, just like you're their main focus / priority as well. I just kind of feel like, because you don't really know where you guys stand in each other's lives, you guys don't know if you guys should like continue to date other people and explore your options, or if you guys should just eliminate these other people and options and just solely focus on each other. Okay, what actions will this person take? Okay, so we have the Tower out here. We have the Four of Swords, and then we also have the Six of Cups out here. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Cups, and then we also have the Fool out here. All right. In regards to how this person plans on moving forward, Libra, I do see this person dumping a lot of time and energy towards you in this dynamic that the two of you basically share with one another. However, the same energy keeps showing up time and time again. It's like you don't know where you stand in this person's life, and they don't really know where they stand in your life. So even though, we do see you guys developing a very strong and intense connection with one another and getting to know one another and building towards a relationship with one another, I just kind of feel like that's like that burning question in the back of your mind, and that burning question in the back of you know, their mind, you know, like, are you really out here taking this relationship seriously or not? And I feel like that's the same question that you have for them. Are they really out here taking this dynamic that the two of you share with one another seriously or not? This person comes off to me also too, just another thing to be aware of. This person comes off to me as somebody who has a very difficult time being vulnerable with people. I am definitely getting that strongly. That's another thing that this person has an issue with. So this person may have like a massive fear of intimacy. This person might even also have like abandonment issues. The point that I'm making is, I guess, is that I feel like there's certain things that are kind of holding you back from having that talk with them. And I think there's certain things that are holding, you know, them back from having that talk with you. What? I don't know. It could be like a fear thing for you. Maybe you're just a little bit uncomfortable to like ask them straight up, like, so what are we doing? Where is this going? You know what I mean? And this person, you know, they might have that fear, you know, as well. But I feel like a conversation clearly needs to happen here between you and this person. Y'all are just not having that conversation. And I don't know, maybe it's something that makes you a little uncomfortable. Maybe it's something that makes them a little uncomfortable. You know, maybe you fear that this person is not going to feel the exact same way that you essentially feel about them. That's another possibility. Either which way, I think that regardless of the fear that you may have, regardless of but if I do have that conversation with them, you know, what if they say this? What if they say that? I think it's best that you have this conversation now instead of investing a whole year or two into this dynamic between you and this person, and you don't necessarily know in which direction this relationship is heading in. If you were to have that talk with them now, you'll be able to have a better understanding of where this relationship is going and in which direction it's heading in. Because if you hold off on having that conversation with this person, a whole year could go by, a whole 2 years could go by. You know what I mean? And you just invested all this time and energy towards somebody who may not be ready for anything serious, or who has been wanting something serious with you. They were just waiting for you to say something. You see what I mean? Like, I think that regardless of what's holding you back, I think that you should just have that talk with them now, so that way you know now in which direction this relationship is essentially heading in. You know, because, and the reason why I'm like pushing you to do it is because this person's harnessing this energy of whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? If it leads to something serious, then it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. It is what it is. You know, it's like we don't really see this person pushing, you know, for this conversation to happen here, you know, between the two of you. It's like this person's kind of waiting to see what you're going to end up doing in the end and what you want to transpire between the two of you. And then it'll determine, you know, what they end up doing next. So that's why I'm kind of like pushing you to basically do it. Because I just don't see them doing it. Like, I just don't see them bringing up that conversation. I don't see them doing it. You know, they're just going to take it day by day and just kind of go with the flow and enjoy this connection, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? But I think that you should definitely have that talk with them, so that way you know, like, okay, like, they're taking me in this relationship with me seriously, or okay, boom, they're not. But again, going back to what I said, Libra, I think the only reason why this person's keeping B, C, D, and E in their life is because they think you're probably out here doing the exact same thing. So that's why they're doing it. If this person knew that you were taking them and this dynamic between the two of you, you know, seriously, and you're solely focusing on them and solely getting to know them, they'll reciprocate that back. But because this person thinks that, you know, you're probably out here talking to B, C, and D, and E, and G, they kind of feel like they should be doing the exact same thing, you know, because their whole MO is they don't want to invest all their time and energy towards, you know, someone that they don't necessarily know is fully taking this dynamic with them seriously or not. So to just kind of like play it safe, you know, they rather just keep their options open, continue to obviously entertain you and make you their main focus / priority. And then, you know, these other people are gonna be people that are just gonna get like the bare minimum from them, you know, a fraction of them. I am definitely getting that until this person knows like in which direction this relationship is heading in, and where you basically, you know, stand, you know, in all of this. Are you fully invested or are you not fully invested? You know, things of that nature. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.